Welcome back to Upon Further Review here on Wednesday night, every Wednesday night here on 1380 The Fan, 100.9 FM. Anywhere you guys get your streams on video on YouTube, on our X page, Facebook, clips on Instagram, just different ways to find us. Go ahead and like and subscribe at all and follow at all of those places. Well, one of the big talkers really from sectionals last Friday night was Columbia City's big win over DeKalb. They avenged the loss from the regular season and get the big win in Waterloo and move on to the sectional semifinals. And tonight we're pleased to be joined by two of those outstanding players from the Columbia City Eagles. We have Gavin Smith and Trace Parrish joining us here tonight. Guys, thanks so much for joining us here.
Thanks for letting us come over.
All right. Well, big game on Friday. You guys are still playing. It's sectional semis. You guys will have Dwenger on Friday night. But take me back to last Friday, the big win against DeKalb. You guys had lost earlier in the year. Gavin, we'll start with you. What was it about this time around? What did you take from the regular season game that you guys were able to apply and get that victory over DeKalb in the sectionals?
The first time through, we obviously had like a couple mistakes that had them extend the lead on us and stuff. And then this week we were a lot more prepared. Our coaching did a lot of good things with us throughout the week, so we were just really prepared going into it. And
Sure.
yeah, how we came out with the dub.
Yeah, absolutely. A big dub it was too. Trace, you had a big game, 133 yards and a touchdown. Talk about this season for you guys and you guys five and four, and I think in the regular season, and now
Yeah.
6-4. It's a tough NE8 year in and year out, and you guys know that. The preparations when you got that second crack, just talk about as the season went on, kind of the mentality of this team and when you drew DeKalb, the opportunity that presented itself to go beat them.
Well, we knew the coaches talked about how we've always wanted to get back at DeKalb because, as Gavin said, we had a lot of mistakes against them, and we just knew that wasn't our best game, and we wanted another shot at them to see what our best was. But just preparation goes weekend. Just coaches will tell us what we need to work on. We'll watch film, and we just gotta correct those mistakes. And as the season's gone on, you can see like as we shifted away from that wing T, we've added in more formations just to make our offense more versatile, which has been I've really loved it. It allows us to be at least like the defense has to be able to plan more, not just one formation. They have to have more preparation. We're being able to pass the ball more. And that's what I really love, being able to add more formations and make our offense more versatile.
Oh, yeah, and that's an interesting point that you make. I didn't really realize all that. What goes into something like that? I mean, to switch things up like that mid-season, obviously you're trying to get wins and you're trying to switch things up, but for everybody to be able to do that and find some success, I know you're a talented running back in the NE8, Trace. Just what went into to kind of flipping that and changing up that offense that drastically? I mean, what was kind of that process like for you guys?
Well, after our games against Huntington North and DeKalb, us group came together and realized we wanted to add more formations. So coaches gave us, and everyone was able to get in their scouting report, go over these plays, and we all like made sure that because we only had a week to do this before Nathan, so all of us made sure we got in our scouting report, paid attention, and practiced and watched huddle. So it was just everyone wanting to buy in on these new formations that really helped us be able to do this so quickly and do such a sudden change.
Yeah, absolutely. And Gavin, defense obviously plays a big part of it. You're a big part of that Columbia City defense. One of the top. I don't know if are you at the top of the list on interceptions in the state right now, or I know that number fluctuates, but one of the tops, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the defense, talk a little bit about that. Just the ability for you guys to fly around the ball and get after it. I mean, when you're up there with 7, 8 picks in the season, you're getting under the balls a lot. Just talk about that defensive side of the ball and really what has worked for Columbia City this year.
Yeah, a lot of it's from the pressure that our D line creates. So like guys like Jace Pettigrew, Tanner Ryder gets the QB and stuff like that, and that forces the QB to get the ball out quick. And our DBs are going to go make plays on the ball. Linebackers, if they will stop the run, and then they'll be forced to pass on long downs like third and long. So yeah, that just really creates like opportunities for me to go and get interceptions.
Absolutely. And you've done it pretty well. 260 yards a game. I know it was up towards 300 earlier on in the year. Do you guys call it running back by committee? I mean, there's a lot of guys that get in the stat sheet on Friday nights for you guys, particularly in the running game. Is that just part of the offensive philosophy of just keep running guys out there to keep things fresh, or that aspect of Columbia City that we've seen for a number of years, how important that is, and the line play that you guys have, how crucial that part of it has been for you guys, the depth that you have.
Yeah,
Well,
that's been.
obviously, or yeah, Gavin.
You got it, Trace.
Trace, both of you can take it.
All right,
Trace, we'll
I'll
start
start us
with you,
off.
and then
Well,
Gavin
the
can pick it up.
big thing with us running the ball, we love being able to run that ball and be in control of that, like be able to control that time. Cause that's where we are our best at. When we have that ball and we can drive down the field and like get those first downs while running the ball. That's where if you saw against the Cow, when we were able to run that ball and get those first downs and be able to control that clock. That's what helps us a lot. And having a bunch of guys that are able to make those plays, get those first downs are just crucial for us. And if a guy's maybe not as fresh or cramping, we have a guy that we know can get in there and get those first downs, which is just amazing for us. And then the O line's also just does an amazing job getting us that push that allows me, Gavin, and any other guy running the ball to get those yards and get those first downs. So obviously, our philosophy is to run that ball, be in control of the game, and that's what we've always been doing.
Sure. Gavin, for you, Dwenger this Friday, another round. You guys are still playing football. Quite honestly, surprised a lot of people that you're there because the way Columbia City had. But ultimately, now you move on to another good team, the SAC champion Bishop Dwenger Saints, a strong defense. What have you seen from that Dwenger offense and the offensive line? Obviously, the running game, just their style. And defense too. I mean, any way you look at it, just however you want to tag it. What do you see from Dwenger that you guys are really keying in on this week? Not disposing any secrets or any game plans, but ultimately what you're noticing from film and other things about what Dwenger brings to the table.
I really noticed on film like their O line's very aggressive, and so are their backs. They like to run it like right down, just like Trace, like to run you over, things like that. And then their defense, they have a really strong group at defense, so it'll be a very good game. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Trace, what's it like on Friday nights in Columbia City? You got that beautiful brand new school. I've been out there a few times now, and I just, wow, I marvel at it. It looks incredible. I guess it's not so, I mean, it's still a couple years old now, but what's that like? Columbia City, very proud of their athletics. On a Friday night in Columbia City, what's it like there to run out with the maroon and gold?
It doesn't get any better than that on a Friday night. Seeing all those, it's just amazing how that community all comes together. And you can see it in our stands, but then there's also people on the fences just surrounding the whole stadium. It makes it just truly so fun to be out there as an Eagle. And then the fireworks, and you can see around just like the people, how like it's like what they do on their Friday night. It's just amazing to see all those people cheering on us, and it really makes it so much fun and enjoyable.
Absolutely. Well, you guys are both seniors. Real quickly, what's next for both of you? Gavin, we'll start with you. What does the outlook look like for you after high school, and really what next maybe holds for you as far as playing football?
I'll probably play. I'm hoping to play football at either UIndy or Indiana State. Is probably my top two right now. So
Okay.
and then I'll probably study like criminology, stuff like that. So.
Sure. Trace?
I plan on going to Wheaton to play football, and then
Nice.
I'm gonna major in psychology.
Absolutely. Real quick, what's the recruiting process like? How fun is that aspect of it? Going to different schools on Saturday, seeing the game day atmosphere. Obviously, the academics are, of course, part of it, right? We got to tell mom and dad that the academics are part of that. But ultimately, what is the recruiting process like for people that, somebody like me, I never have gone through that. the aspect of having schools look at you, and what feedback and what do you take away from that experience that has made you a better football player? Gavin, we'll start with you.
It's very fun. I thought going like to all the camps and stuff, I got really good as a DB, and all those coaches at those camps helped me a lot, and I improved my relationship with some of those coaches and some not. So it's just really up and down experiments or experience. Sometimes you have like dry spouts. So like my advice to like people that want to be recruited and like things like that, like don't get down on yourself, just keep grinding it out and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Trace, for you.
Big thing is like Gavin going to those camps and starting to build those relationships started to help me know like which coach is wanting to like pursue me and like I can build a relationship with, and then those coaches that I have built a relationship, being able to go to their campus and see what it's like, see how the football program really helped me make my decision.
Absolutely. Well, it's been fun to watch you guys. You guys are really talented. You play on both sides of the ball. There's a lot of guys that do that up at Columbia City. You guys fly around and do that. And you guys are still playing. You beat DeKalb last Friday night in the sectional first round. Now move on to the 4A sectional 19 semifinal against Bishop Dwenger. Is that at Columbia City or Dwenger? I don't have that right in front of me.
Dwenger.
At Dwenger. So they'll be coming to Shields Field in Fort Wayne. So it should be a good one. A really talented sectional, stacked sectional, but you guys are still playing. Gavin and Trace, thanks so much for joining us tonight on Upon Further Review. Best of luck to you on Friday, and best of luck to you in your future.
Thank
you.
All right. That was Gavin Smith and Trace Parrish, two seniors from the Columbia City football team, joining us on Upon Further Review tonight. When we come back, Coach Shannon Griffith will join us again, and we'll talk more about sectional semifinal action this Friday night all across Northeast Indiana, right here on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.